All right, Swati Ka. So I'm very excited today to share up some knowledge, and it's not mine. This is Coach Abby. She's actually my trainer, and she's going to be sharing a lot of gold nuggets on warm-up drills, specifically for Muay Thai and martial arts. And this is very important because quite oftentimes people will ask me like, "Hey, Coach, I want to learn technique, blah blah blah, blah blah blah." But I'm like, "Hey, man, first take care of your body, take care of like how you're moving, really addressing certain issues so you can perform better, so your technique gets better." Technique does matter, but if you can supply it with other exercises and other pathways for success, it would probably be in your best interest to add these into your routine. What do you say, Coach?
Yes, I think that's a fantastic idea. I've been taking Coach Danny through some of these drills in his one-on-one sessions. So he's a little bit practiced at them already, but there's always new ones to add into the mix. The main thing that I do want you to take away from this is that these drills are an opportunity for you to get in tune with your body, to start to activate muscle groups that are going to be beneficial for all of your striking and moving on the floor. And so there's no perfect 5 warm-up drills, but these are 5 where you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck. So let's get into it. Okay, so our first drill is a core activation drill. You're just going to simply lay down on your back like Coach Danny is doing and just totally relax. You'll see when you're relaxed, there's probably going to be a little gap here underneath your low back where I can slide my hand. So on this drill, you're simply getting in touch with your breath. So I want you to take an inhale, breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you're pressing your low back into the floor. Now to do that, you're tucking your tailbone and you're driving your rib cage down to your belly button. You could even lift your head if you need to. And again, let your head down, breathe in, let your rib cage expand, let your back arch, and then on the exhale, press your low back into the floor. Good, again, you can lift your head if you need. And you want to fully exhale on this. Don't leave any air left. That's going to help you to activate all of those abdominal muscles. So for this one, you'll do 5 to 10 full cycles of breath. So our second move is called a hip car. Car just means controlled articular rotation. It's a big circle that you're making inside of the hip capsule with your leg. So you'll start in this tabletop position with your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. And we'll start with this back leg. So first I want you to kick back. Good. So this is going to start to activate the glutes and the hamstrings. From this position, keeping the hips level, bring your left knee out to the side. Good. And then swing it all the way around, aim for your elbow there, and then continue to draw the circle through. Good. So you'll do 5 in a row in this direction. Take about 5 to 10 seconds. Really slow it down, sub by. Yep. And then again, just keep checking in that you're not dumping into the opposite hip. You can even put a yoga block on your back so you can have a little bit of feedback of whether you're tilting your pelvis. So that's 5 in one direction. Now Coach Danny's going to switch directions. So first I want you to drive your knee towards your elbow. That's your hip flexion. Good. And then you'll bring your knee out to the side. Good. And then this is an internal rotation. Good. So driving forwards, feeling those hip flexors working, feeling those glutes working, hamstrings working. And just, again, on this next rep, try to keep, as you go around, try to keep that knee high as you swing that circle back. Nice. So 2 more reps. Again, 5 to 10 seconds per rep. Slow it down. Stay in touch with your muscles. Make that mind-muscle connection. All right, so move number 3 is an adductor rock with a hip extension. Kick your left foot out to the side, so you're making a kickstand. He's gonna keep the inner edge of the left foot on the ground here and tuck the toes on the right side, so you're getting that extension through the bottom of the foot. I want you to sit your right butt cheek back to your right heel. Feel that stretch on the left inner thigh. Good job. And then start to shift your weight forwards and drop your both hips into the floor here. So press into the floor and push your chest off the floor. This is like an up dog with a kickstand. So you're squeezing the glutes, lifting the belly, the chest, and the throat. Tilt your head back. Good. Tuck your chin to your chest, and again, push your butt back to your heel. Nice. And then bring the body forwards, lifting and extending. So that's your up dog variation. and push back. Now your breath on this, breath is always important. So I want you to breathe in as you shift your body forwards and open up your belly and your lungs. And exhale as you push back, just like on that first drill, pulling the rib cage down towards the belly button. Nice. Okay, our fourth move is a kickstand with a thoracic rotation. So you'll come into your tabletop position, kick your left leg out to the side, just like for that adductor rock. Now this time you're gonna set that right hand out to the side a little bit so you can push the hips forwards. Good, bring your left hand to the left side of your head and bring your elbow up. Good, so important note on this, the elbow will not cross the face. It's a lot of core activation. So first I want you to rotate so you're bringing your chest towards the floor and closing that gap. Good, and then open up the belly and the chest. That's your inhale. Exhale, folding inwards. Good, and opening. So 5 to 10 reps on this one as well. Keep your hand glued to the side of your head. Don't let the elbow cross the face. You're breathing in on your opening. You're exhaling as you close, full exhales. Our fifth move is a hip airplane with a pivot. You're going to hold on to the bag. You can hold on to a wall, anything that's gonna give you a little bit of stability. So his hands are in line with his shoulders. Then he's going to press down through one foot. You can start with the right foot and start to hinge at the hips and float the left leg back. So take a little step back so you have a little more space there. Your head doesn't hit the bag, good. And so more hinge, drop your chest to the floor, good. This is the starting position. From here, he's going to press into his right foot and pivot his body, the front side of the body, open to the left. So starting to engage the side of the right glute, and then rotate your torso in towards center, close the angle on the right hip as much as you can. Good, drive through your foot, open up. So this is a lot of stability that's happening inside of the right hip. And there's not much movement that's happening at his ankle and his knee, so you don't want to be wobbly on here. You're just finding all of that stability, working the tiny muscles in your ankles and in your feet. Lots of concentration. Again, you'll do 5 to 10 reps each side.
Thank you so much, Coach Abby.
You're welcome.
Two pillars at our school, and in general in training for myself too, is one is range of motion, mobility, and good technique. So I really emphasize a lot that in my school, having really good range of motion and also executing it with proper technique. Now the things you've seen, to kind of give you a context of things, so if the ribs tucked in, the tailbone tucked in, you'll see that when you knee, because you're keeping that compression here when you knee. And a lot of the hip flexor motion. When I open my hips for my kick, the rotation of my spine when I elbow, and just getting the stability of my legs when I'm teeping, my ankle, the stability of my legs, feeling rooted and grounded, and making sure I have great balance if I'm defending or being offensive. So these things, you'll see a lot of layering into it. So I feel like I'm moving much better. I feel like I'm doing things a lot more, executing things a lot better because I really focused on my range of motion, my mobility, and obviously with my technique too. Any thoughts you have, Coach?
Yeah, no, mirroring what Coach Danny just said, this again is designed to help you prime your body and your mind for whether it's a training session or a fight. We purposely worked from the ground up. And starting with breath work. So breath work is that bridge between, your breathing is that bridge between your brain and your body. So first just getting connected and harmonized, getting a feel for the ground, and then from that foundation coming up, finding the balance through your feet so that you can move in all directions, just better. Yeah.
If they want to have questions or they want to get more information of your work, which is awesome work, where can they find you, Coach?
Thank you. If you are interested in learning more about moving better, breathing better, performing better, both in the gym, in sport, and in life, you can reach out to me through my email, which is abbymoroccotraining@gmail.com.
Cool. All right. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Hands together and bow.